Man, let me tell you something. First time I seen that DJ over there, I don't know how much of y'all paying attention to football. Hey fellas, pay attention to football. Man. Damn, that's a lot, huh? This is shade. This dude look like the quarterback for the Washington Commanders, don't he? Man,
We gonna win it, baby. We gonna win it.
dude look just like Jaden Daniels. I'm like, man, he got a hell of a side gig right there, huh? Man, them Jays. Y'all look good, man. Give yourselves a hand, man. Man, y'all looking real good. Y'all put me in that good place. You know that good place I'm talking about? Like when you see a sunset on the beach. You know, snow caps on the mountains. Y'all put me in that good place I like to be. You know what that good place is? When I see that LA County Jail black and white bus, and I'm not on it, I'll be like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Man, and you know, after this last election, we really got to be happy about not being on that black and white bus. You know what I'm saying? Because Kamala said we not going back, right? But inmate 45-47 said, hold my bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken and my court files and watch this. Yep, he taking us right back, ain't he? Ooh, it's a cold thing, ain't it, man? And I'm telling you, I wore my trench coat to remind y'all like this. Like, look, he said he was gonna lower gas prices, right? I mean, gas, egg, everything. Only thing he good at lowering is people's IQs. Right? The only thing he's good at lowering is people's IQs. And I'm glad I see a lot of my age contemporaries because y'all gonna know who I'm talking about when I ask y'all. Remember Luke and Lenny from Good Times? Remember President selling shoes, tennis shoes, watches, Bitcoin. He looked like he gonna walk up to you and just do like this, huh?
Yeah. That's him.
It is wild, man. It is wild. Now, what I like about being here is I love being here for my friend Dwight, man. Like he said, we go back 45 years, man. You believe that? 45. And we can still walk and talk. You believe that?
Wow.
It's crazy, see. And he liked me to tell this story, see, because, yeah, he only went to lock for 1 year. And I'm the one that got his career started, see, because it was me who he ran over. Right? It was me who he ran over when the coaches said, who was that? Right? And I'm going to tell you something. He must have said some of them coaches, because he looked about 30 years old then, and he made them believe he was 17. Man, dude 5'10", 190 coming at me. I'm 5'7", 144. Man, all I could think about, I'm going to have to tackle him. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Am I going to have to pick a toe? Tackle him by the toe. Saw the white light. He dragged me, man. And I'm going to tell you, it wasn't just a drag. You know how when you see those airplanes dragging those banners across the sky? That's how I felt like when Dwight was getting on me, man. And you got to give him respect, man, because he made it from lock all the way to the NFL.
Yes.
You got to give him that one. And for that's why I let him call me a sidekick sometimes, okay? Because he made it to the NFL. But remember, man, they used to call Bruce Lee a sidekick too, right?
All right.
Right. Oh, man.
That's right.
What about these fires, man? That's too much, ain't it? The fires are too much, man. Ooh. Seem like they having an arsonist convention somewhere. Look at these arsonists, man. You hear what they say? You hear some of the reasons when they catch them? Saying things like, one guy says, I like the way leaves smell when they're burning. I like the smell of burning leaves.
Oh, no.
That's what one guy said. Another lady just said, I like to cause chaos. Man, it must be an arsonist convention in here. Could you imagine how an arsonist convention would actually look? Man, some dude in the corner juggling blowtorches.
Terrible.
You know what I'm saying? Another dude over there seeing how high the fire he can set. Wouldn't that be crazy? Arsonist convention. Man, what was the other thing I said, man? The arsonist convention would make it so crazy. Jumping through the fire. Oh, juggling with big lighters. And I'm going to tell you something. Remember how I started out just 1 or 2 fires and all of a sudden you see 10 or 11 fires, right? It's crazy, crazy. Now, if I had to name these fires after a musical group,
What would it be?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
If I had to name this fire after a musical group,
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
that's a nice one. I would call it Altadena and the Sundown Towns.
Oh, no.
Altadena and the Sundown Towns.
Woo!
That'd be wild, huh?
Back in the day.
Now see, I got my sister here. Give her a hand. That was cool. She came to support me. They keep me grounded, right? She was the one that told me I shouldn't call myself an alcoholic postal worker from Watts wasn't a positive thing. So I'm coming up with a new name. My name is gonna be Roderick the Roach Killer from Watts.
No! No!
When I'm talking about killing roaches, it ain't got nothing to do with no bug spray, believe me. Y'all know how I like to smoke them joints, right? The joint ain't no fun till you got to break out with the tweezers. The joint ain't no fun till you got to break out with the tweezers. That's when you get those good hits, right? And I like when you get that last hit just disappear like magic. I even put one on YouTube. I put a video on YouTube called it Mr. Raid, the Roach Killer. Mr. Raid, the Roach Killer from Watts. That's me. Have y'all checked out how these pharmaceutical companies, man, are like trying to whitewash soul music? You see them on TV? Whitewashing soul music? They're gonna have these kids about 30 years from now thinking a lowrider is a white lady in a plain looking Mustang with some shades on driving slow.
Oh,
Ain't that cold?
that's cold.
That's what they're gonna have these kids 50 years from now thinking what a lowrider is. They're gonna have people thinking Michael Jackson stole the melody from a pharmaceutical commercial. To the song ABC. They're gonna think it was Trilogy at first, huh?
Right?
That is wild, man. That is wild.
Right?
You know what, man? What me and my sister do? You know, I'm retired. I retired from the Postal Service after working there for 33 years.
Woo!
Thank you. It was fun. No, it wasn't fun. But what me and my sister do now, we spend our time taking care of our dad, our 91-year-old dad.
Yes.
You know, and the cool part of that is finding out how much, for me, is finding out how much I am like my dad. You know, everything, almost a lot of things he does, a lot of things he says, I'm like, I would have did that, I would have said that. But you know, a lot of things you don't know how you would react. Like, one of my favorite stories about Dad is when he first realized he could use his cane to go fast, right? He was sitting there watching my brother work on something on the house, work on the doorknob. He's sitting there working on the doorknob. Dad is sitting there holding tools for the brother. Then all of a sudden, Dad says he's holding the cane, but up to that point, Dad had been hurt so bad we were like having to escort him to the bathroom. You know, somebody on the east side had to escort him to the bathroom. But this day, Dad was holding that cane, and Dad said, "I gotta pee." And I said, "Dad, I know you can use that cane." Dad said, "Yeah, I can keep it." Don't you love it when you try to make them do stuff, then they finally realize, I can do that. That's your son, your brother. Man, y'all look good together. Family, just like me, man. That's so sweet. That's good, man. Give that up. Another story about my dad. I don't know if Brad know about this one, but I'm going to give it up because I need some laughs right now.
Oh, man.
Check this out. One time, Dad's stomach was hurting. He tried to take the pain medicine without eating any food, you know, so stomach's hurting, right? So Dad was like, "Oh man, stomach's hurting, I don't know what to do." So I said, "Dad, you want a gummy?" I said, Dad, you want a gummy?
A gummy.
Usually Dad be like, oh, get those things out of here. I don't want no gummy. And Dad must have really been in pain because he was like, okay, I'll take the gummy.
You gave Dad a gummy?
First thing Dad did,
Oh,
I'm talking about he crashed out to the point to where he was concerned. You know what I'm saying? He was like deep, the anesthetic deep. Hey, honey. He was like deep, the anesthetic deep. Then he woke up. He woke up and said, I gotta go to the bathroom. So, okay. Let's go. And just me and Dad. So then Dad was still so injured, he was on the walker, right? So he got up, got on the walker, went to the bathroom on the walker. You know, we try to let him do for himself when he can, he's independent. Walked to the bathroom, went to the bathroom. Dad used the bathroom. About 10 minutes later, Dad came out the bathroom like, no, first Dad stopped at the door. And he said, the ground is moving.
oh my God.
He said, the ground is moving. I said, Dad, you high. And he said, no, I'm not. Then he took off walking. Then I said, Dad, you forgot the walker.
Where's the walker?
I'm telling you. And, you know, that's why I think sometimes dads try to, like, you know, hold information from you. You know, sometimes dads try to hold information from you, and they want to let you find out for yourself. Sometimes dads try to hold information from you, and they try to let you find out for yourself. You know, like I wish my dad would have told me about long balls.
Oh no.
I wish my dad would have told me about long balls.
No,
Y'all know one day, I just woke up and almost tripped over my balls.
No. Not long balls.
When you turn 40, man, fellas, like young fellas, I'm gonna tell y'all something before I go any further. The young fellas know. The young fellas see. Young fellas don't get addicted to scratching them. See, you can get addicted to scratching them because it feels so good. But see, when you scratching some ridges right there, right, and that's what makes it feel good. It feel like corduroy. But when it get too smooth, that means you better not put no alcohol on it, because then it'll sting. Advice for the young folks, man. Now back to long balls. My balls were so long, they were so long, man. You know how when those cowboys ride on the horse and they roping cattle? That's what it was, man. I felt like they was that long. It felt like I could have killed David with my balls. Being 61 years old, I'm 61 years old, man. 61 years old. 61 years old. And up until recently, you know, I was single, you know, dating different women and everything like that. And as I got older, you know, you find different things attractive, you know, as you get a little older. Like now, when y'all see that commercial when the lady walk up to the camera with her pins and lift up her dress? Damn, that's sexy, man. The old lady lifting up her dress with the pins. I got a confession to make, though. I got a confession to make. I got a confession to make.
What's that?
I love long titties. I love long titties. The long kind where when you and your woman are standing naked, you don't even have to bend down to kiss the nipples. You can just lift the nipple up and kiss it like this. I love long titties. So when my woman go out in the yard, she can spin around and trim the hedges.
Come on.
That's the light, y'all. That's my time. Now I'm gonna introduce the MC, man. He's a good dude. What? The MC of the show, Trey Love, man, let me tell you something about him. Most of the time when people talk about people they're introducing, they say, well, they come up with some rigmarole about something about a guy they never met. I met this guy, man, and he's nice for real, y'all. He's nice, he's cool. My buddy Trey Love, give him a hand. Ready? DJ forgot about me, man. He gotta go run some plays.
What's up, y'all? What's up?